Hello TEQ Crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will be conducting a technical analysis of Kaspa Coin. If we examine the chart, we can see that there is a downward trend, and along with this trend, we can observe a decline in moving averages. Currently, the price movements are at the border with the moving averages, and the 200-day moving average is gradually forming. Therefore, for the short and medium term, we will consider the 8, 20, and 50-day moving averages, disregarding the 200-day moving average. Furthermore, as we mentioned, there hasn't been a clear breakout yet, and we can see that the 20-day moving average is acting as resistance. It has served as resistance twice, which is important to note. We want to see a breakout above the 20-day moving average. If the 20-day moving average is broken to the upside, we can say that the downward trend will also be broken to the upside, and as a result, we could witness a significant relief in price movements. Looking back at past price movements, we can see that we have a strong trend line since the coin's inception. This trend line has acted as both support and resistance in the past. As it is evident, it has acted as resistance twice. After the resistance was broken, it turned into support without revisiting that level. Then, the price continued its upward movement. After a rapid ascent and a subsequent rise following the breakout of the downward trend line, we can currently observe that the price is consolidating within a triangle formation. The price movements are currently confined within this range. This indicates a possibility of an upward or downward movement, but the likelihood of an upward movement is much higher. The reason for this is that the trend line here is the source. Our strong support level from the past. As long as this level is not broken to the downside, we can say that the price movements can rise as much as this trend allows. Our support level, as mentioned, is the rising trend line of the channel. Along with this, our resistance level is between 22.24. This point is important for us because, as we can see, it has acted both as support and resistance in the past. That's why we emphasize its significance, and after breaking the downward trend, we can anticipate the price to reach this level initially. Once it breaks above this level, we can expect significant upward movements in price. Now let's close the moving averages and start analyzing our indicators. We will open the Fisher and WAV trend indicators simultaneously, and actually, we can say that we see a mixed situation in both indicators. As it appears, Fisher is giving a sell signal here and approaching these levels again but not generating a breakout. I'm referring to Fisher, and it still maintains a sell signal, albeit a slight one. However, according to Fisher, if no upward breakout occurs, we are likely to see a decline in price movements. After closing that, if we look at WAV trend, after 3 consecutive breakouts, the last breakout on the last day, along with the bearish candle, is a sell signal. The incoming participations here are interpreted as a slight sell signal. Because there is a breakdown below zero, and we can interpret this as a slight sell signal. According to the WAV trend indicator, if no upward breakout occurs, we can anticipate a decline in price movements. After closing that, let's look at the RSI indicator. Currently, RSI is moving near the 30 level. Although it has slightly increased since May 3rd, it is still in a somewhat confused state due to the back and forth movements of price. Lastly, we can see that the RSI peaks are rising while the price peaks are falling. This is actually a negative divergence, and it suggests that we may see a decline in price movements after this point. Now, if we delve into the details of why there is a decline in altcoins, let's open the Bitcoin chart. Looking at Bitcoin, in the recent days, it has experienced a decrease of around 5.5%. With the decline in Bitcoin, we have witnessed even more significant declines in altcoins in retrospect. Currently, there is a negative point in Bitcoin, and I want to show you this negative point. Also, if we open the oscillator, we can see that the price peaks are falling. While the price peaks are falling, RSI peaks are rising. So, the negative divergence we observed in Kaspa Coin earlier is actually something that has been present in Bitcoin days before, and we mentioned it. After this point, we shared with you that there could be a decline in price movements. You can find this in our previous video. Moreover, if we look at how much the price movements have dropped, it is around 7.5%. Of course, a 7.5% drop in Bitcoin is considered significant. The reason is that when Bitcoin drops by 7.5%, altcoins can experience declines of 10%, 15%, or even 20%. Therefore, even a 1% to 2% drop in Bitcoin can cause significant decreases in altcoins. The same applies to uptrends as well. Furthermore, if we continue to analyze our Bitcoin chart, let's focus on the daily time frame. Here, we can see the level of 25,217. In the past, this level has acted as a strong resistance, holding and not breaking. However, around February 21st, it finally broke after several weeks and continued its upward movement from this area. Along with that, we can identify a descending trend line and an ascending trend line coming from below. We can say that there is a large triangle formation here. If the price breaks below the 25,217 level, which is the purple ascending trend line, it is likely to hold onto the lower trend line. Once it holds onto this trend line, it will probably resume its upward movement and potentially reach the upper resistance area again. I want to mention that there will certainly be ups and downs in price movements at this point. However, we can say that in the coming days, price movements may go even higher. Because, my belief is that 2023 will be a good year for cryptocurrencies, and the analysis supports this. Currently, we can almost say that Bitcoin has started to show signs of an uptrend. Of course, it needs to break above the current trend line. If the trend line breaks downwards, it would be more appropriate for us to place a sell order with a stop loss below 2% of the price. Keep this in mind. Furthermore, if we go back to KAS, let's conclude our analysis and slowly approach the end of our video. Now, let's summarize our analysis once again. In Kaspa, we want it to hold onto the ascending trend line. Once it holds onto this trend line, in the coming days, it will break above the 3 highs and gradually start its upward movement. The levels of 22 and 24 are crucial for us. We expect it to rise to this range, and if it surpasses these levels, it would represent a gain of approximately 46 to 47% from its current level. Especially after breaking above this level, we can expect a significant increase, possibly up to 100% from its peak. However, it's important to note that this may take a long time. It won't happen immediately. Let me emphasize that. The important thing is for the triangle to break to the upside, allowing the price to ease a bit and then rise towards the 22 level. Let's mention this and conclude our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Kaspa Coin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.